at the mission gives us direction. From the get-go, we know that we are expected to provide the highest standard of care. We're never going to let good enough be good enough. I mean, we're going to continuously improve.
We're here to give them a quality of life and assurance that there are people out here that care for them and want to see them do well and grow.
It's about dignity, and we're all involved in each individual's life here. We all are part of the mission. We all walk it and talk it.
I wanted to say something about how we recognize our customers as people. We celebrate who they are and what their talents and contributions are. But I also wanted to talk about how we come together as a family here. Paul's been with us for about 8 years, and even though he was a career musician, he really had lost sight of that when he came to us because of health issues and just life situations. He wasn't singing and playing anymore. His therapist really motivated him, got him interested in playing again. At first, he was just practicing on his own, and then he started playing for the customers here. One time when he was playing, a family member came in and heard him singing and said, you know, I sing and play too. Maybe we could play some together. The staff found a place for them to practice, and they did. They practiced and got really good. Customers would be doing rehab in there, and it was motivating them to even, you know, do the rehab to the music. The family member, Steve, came to Paul and said, there's an open mic night at a restaurant. You know, would you be interested in going? Everybody rallied around to make that happen. We just started talking amongst the staff, you know, wouldn't it be great if we could all be out there? So a whole group of us decided that we were gonna go out and support them. It was a surprise to us. We had no idea that the event was gonna be that big. Of course, they were fabulous. Paul sang, played his guitar, played the harmonica. He was just amazing. We as the staff were able to see Paul in, you know, a different light, the way he performed and what his life must have been like before he came to us. And he was able to relive some of that. I know that it was a great night for him. He and Steve were so appreciative of all the staff being there. And, you know, we came together as a family, and that's what we do well here.
My story is about Miss B. She's one of our customers here at the center. She is very fond of one of our restorative team members, Miss Pam. She went out for her husband's funeral about a year ago, and she needed a lot of assistance from her family members getting in and out of the car. She came to Miss Pam and said, you know, I want to go out for Christmas, but I don't want anyone to help me. I want to do this on my own. I'm going to walk into my sister's house without anybody helping me. So we started a restorative program for walking. She started at 100 feet, and gradually over those next couple months, she went from 100 to 300 feet. Christmas came, and she was ready to get into the car. Miss Pam came on her day off to make sure she got in the car safely, and she did. She got to her sister's house, and it was a success. So the next day, she came and she was so excited. I got into the car, you know, with little to no help, and I walked into my sister's house, and it was the best feeling because no one had to help me, no one had to touch me, no one was lifting me up to get in and out. I did it by myself. It was a great feeling. It felt like we kind of exuded the mission for Opis because, you know, here was a customer who felt down, not being able to do something on her own, and we were able to come in, help her with this goal, get her where she wanted to be, and to see her the next day, and she was so excited that she was able to do something on her own, get her strong. It was the greatest feeling ever.
My favorite word of the mission statement is compassion. Everybody in this building, the customers, they were someone's father, they were someone's brother, wife, still are. Without compassion, it just seems like cold. My story was about a special customer here at the center that held a special place in my heart. She was kind of like the ambassador. She was always at the front desk with me. She was like my little sidekick. She always sat at the front lobby, and every time visitors would come in, she would say her name. If she wasn't up here, then that's when we knew something was starting with her and her health. Eventually, when she was unable to come up to the lobby, we would go visit her, mainly on my breaks. And then there was one particular time that my supervisor and I went down there. and she was nearing the end, and she was terrified. We each were on one side of her, and she grabbed our arms, and we just talked her through it and told her it was going to be okay. And she just said, please don't leave me. So we sat there for almost an hour. She loved life, and everything made her so happy, even the smallest things. And just when she said, please don't leave me, I would never have left her. I feel very good about that. I felt very, very good about that because we were with her when she needed it most.